Assalamu alaikum. This is Jahangir Sumro, Assistant Professor Electrical Engineering Department, Sakhar IB University. This is the third part of Lesson 1, Navigating LabVIEW of LabVIEW Core 1 training. In this part, we are going to discuss how to search for controls, VIs and functions. We will study about palettes, control palette, function palette, how do we use feature of quick drop, how can we use NI global search. We will learn these things in this part of the video. Okay, let's have a demonstration for how to search for controls, VIs and functions. So let us open a new VI. Now see, this is a front panel. As discussed, you can select inputs and outputs from front panel, and when you right click, you get this control palette. If you click somewhere, this control palette will be invisible. To hold it on screen, you should pin it. If you pin it, it will remain on the screen. This is control palette now, and in control palette, you have interactive inputs and interactive outputs, control and indicators available. So, how do you search any control or any indicator? The one option is right click the search option. Let us say you want to search numeric control. You don't know where the numeric control is in subpalette, so you can search it. And let us say you want to select numeric control silver style. So here it will show you that numeric control is in silver palette and you can select from here. This is one option to search any atom. So I again repeat, the one option is go to search and write whatever you want to find out. Let us say I want to find out a string control. So I write a string control and I get here string control and I pick it. I double click it. It takes me to the subpalette where from I can select my object. This is the one way to find out controls and indicators in control palette. Okay. Similarly, when you right click on the block diagram, you get function palette. This is called function palette. And function palette, you can take different express VIs. You can select block diagram nodes, functions, and you can take different functionalities, select different atoms in the function palette. All right. So similarly, if suppose you are interested to find add function, let us say you want to find out add function, you don't know where the add function is available in subpalette, so you just search here in the function palette, and here you can get the add function. Similarly, say suppose you are interested to find out an multiply function, or let us say you want to find out greater function. So write down greater here. Okay, say suppose you want to find greater than, double click it, it takes you here greater than 0 function, and you can place it here. So this is how you can search from the function palette. All right. So this was one way to search for functions, to search for atoms that are available in function palette. The other way for the search is that is very much convenient and fast is press control space. When you type control space together using keyboard, you get this quick drop available in the block diagram, and here from you can quickly search out any functional node, any block diagram node, or any function you want. Let us say I want to search 8, just write down 8 and double click it. You will get 8 function here. Say suppose you are searching for multiply function, just write down multiply and press enter, you will get multiply function over here. Say suppose you want to find out function bundle, just enter it, you will get this bundle function. This is how you can select atoms using quick drop option. This quick drop is a great facility and great feature of LabVIEW software. Say suppose I want to find out uh, string control using front panel. This is a string control. Say suppose I want to find out graph, XY graph. So this is XY graph. This is how you can find out your select it, you can find out your desired indicators, controls, uh, or items from function palette. You're using quick draw function. Quick draw function, I again repeat, you have to type control and shift together to use this feature of quick draw function. All right. So far now we have discussed two methods to search. One was using the search palette of control, or either of control palette or function palette. You can use the search to find out the atom. Another way I told you is that you type control space to find out the atom using quick draw function. The third possible way to search any atom is using the search option. Say suppose you want to search numeric control. So type here numeric control. Okay, this is the numeric control, and when you click drop, you can get this numeric control in your front panel. This is the third way to search any atom. This is called global search. So the third option is to use global search to search the atom. Same option is available over here. Say suppose you want to search 8 function using this block diagram. So this is the add function. If you click drop, this will be selected in the block diagram. So this is the third way to search any atom using the global search in LabVIEW. So there are three ways to search the atoms in LabVIEW. Different search for controls, VIs and functions. There are three ways. The best method and suggested method is typing control and space together and using quick draw function. This is the fastest way to search atom. But the other possible way is if you know where the add function is. Like I know that add functions are available in numeric subpalette, so I can select add function from here. Or say suppose I want to select greater function, so I know it is in comparison palette, I can select from here. Say suppose I want to search for for loop, I can go to structure and select for loop here. This is also one way to select uh, to search for control VI then function in LabVIEW. All right. Now let us discuss how to configure palettes in LabVIEW. Say suppose I want to configure first control palette. So when you click right click here, you get control palette and you pin it. After holding it on the screen, go to the customize function and click change visible palettes. Now from here you can deselect any control plate, or you can select any control plate. If you say suppose if I do not want to see modern style, modern font style in my front panel, I can deselect it. And when I click OK, next time when I open the control palette, I will not find modern over here. See, silver style is available, system style is available, classic style is available, but fourth style, modern, is not available. Okay, I again want to make it visible, so I again go to customize and I go to change visible palettes and I tick modern over here. So when I now right click it, I can find out modern silver style over here. Alright, that indicates that the changes persist on subsequent launches of LabVIEW. So whatever change you make, next time when you go to the control palette, that change will be remaining, that change will persist over there. Okay, so sometimes user can only make visible the atoms that they are interested to see for, and they can they can deselect other atoms that they are not interested to see. So for now I have selected all the atoms because I want to make these all atoms available in my control palette. Therefore I have selected all the atoms. So you can select all, or you can restore to default, or you can deselect all. These three options are also available in control palette. All right, now let's go to block diagram. Similarly, in block diagram, you can right click here and see here function palette. So in function palette, you can also search for customize. You can go to customize and select change visible palettes. When you select change visible palettes, similarly you get different available palette categories. If you want to deselect any atom, you can deselect, and if you want, you can select any atoms that should be visible on the function palette. Say suppose you can see here that when I right click, programming subpalette is available. Now say suppose if someone is not interested to see programming subpalette, he should right click here, hold the function palette on the screen, customize, change visible palette, and deselect, remove this programming, click OK. Now next time you won't see programming subpalette. Now you see programming subpalette is not available. For now, the settings are in a way that I have selected all the available palette categories to be visible on my function palette. So right now you studied how to make certain atoms visible or all atoms visible in control palette and in function palette. Now let us discuss in other future when you go to the tools and go to the options. Now we are setting configuring front panel and block diagram settings. Okay, when you go to the front panel, okay, after going to the front panel, set control style for new VIs to silver style. As I already told you in my previous video that silver style is the advanced style for VI designing. So if suppose you want that silver style should be selected for control style for your new VIs, then you should select silver style. This is a recommended settings. If you have not done these settings, I would recommend you to do these settings in your software. Now go to the block diagram page and uncheck the place front panel terminal as icon checkbox. You should unselect it. Why? Because you want that the atoms should not appear as icon, because if it appears as an icon it conserves more space, it takes more space. To save the space you should uncheck this. Like now this look of the numeric is without the icon. If you right click it and view as icon, this takes more space on the block diagram. Therefore, a recommended setting is that you unselect this option so that you save the space in the block diagram. So you should remove the check from here, place front panel terminal block. This is also recommended setting. You should apply in your software as well. Alright. Now after demonstration of how to search for controls, VIs and function, we discussed three methods for searching, and then now we move towards the exercise. Exercise 1-2, locating controls, functions and VIs. So let's do this exercise. Alright. I create a new VI. Alright. Okay. You can find this exercise here. This is the exercise. Exercise 1-2, concept, locating control, function and VI. This is student participation manual. Now let us solve this exercise. Alright. In this exercise it is asked to create a blank project. So create a project. First you create a project. Alright. Create a blank project. You can also save this project wherever you want, but if you are not interested to save, you may not save the project. Now create a blank VI, right click it, go to my computer, create a new VI. This is how you create a blank VI. Go to window, click tile left and right to see both block diagram and front panel left and right. Okay, alright. After this, now go to control palette from the front panel window and then change the visible palette setting. Go to customize button and select change visible palettes right here. Go to customize change visible palettes and see in your LabVIEW software if anything is not selected. Please select all items so that every palette should be available in your control palette option. Everything should be visible here. So please select all items. Alright. After that, please go to block diagram and similarly right click here and hold the function palette on your screen. Go to customize function and go to change visible palettes and see if all the items are selected. If any item that you think is important and should be visible on function palette and it is not visible, you can select that item so that that item may be visible in your function palette. This is how you change the settings and configure the function palette and control palette in your LabVIEW software. Alright, now let us practice how to search items. Alright, go to block diagram and right here search for string control. So you type string control, you get string control silver over here, double click it, select it here. This is how you search. This is the one way to search your desired control or indicator. Alright, after that go to the block diagram and go to the function palette, and in function palette you should search for cosine function. So I go here, I go to search, I search here a cosine trigonometric function. So cosine trigonometric function is available here. I select this and I put it in the block diagram. This is the one way to search using the search palette of function palette or control palette. Alright. Let us say I want to take a function of right measurement file. I know that right measurement file is available in file IO subpalette. So I go to file IO subpalette and I select right to measurement file. This is also one way to pick up any desired express VI function or block diagram nodes. Alright. Okay. Now let us try control space feature. Type control space together to open quick draw function, and then in quick draw function please search for right to measurement file. So this is right to measurement file, same express VI. So you can also select search in this way by pressing control space. Say suppose again press open quick draw by typing control space together and search for bundle by name function. So this is bundle by name function. This is bundle by name function. So this is one way to use quick draw function. Okay, now last way to search any atom, any function, any VI, any control or indicator is to use global search. One thing I should mention here that as you type, the global search automatically looks for matches in LabVIEW help and LabVIEW palettes. It also searches for online material related to your query. So this search option also tries for looking the online material on internet. If something is not available in control palette or function palette, then it will look for the online resources as well. Alright, now let us say I am interested to search for add function. So I write here add. Then when you will search for add function, you will get three options. You will get three options. One is drop, another is find, another is help. Drop allows you to place this function immediately on the block diagram. Say suppose you want to select this atom on block diagram, drop it and this will be available on the block diagram. Other thing is find. When you click find, it locates the function on the function palette. So it tells you that add function is under the subpalette of numeric. Okay, so this is what the function of find is. And if you select help, then it will bring up the help topic for this function of the LabVIEW help of the LabVIEW software. So it will open detail help on this aid function. So this is a way to use the global search option in LabVIEW. All right. So in this video, you learned how to search for control functions and VIs using LabVIEW software. Okay, all right. Now let us move ahead. There's one question, why would you want to add a function to the favorite category in the function palette? Okay, let me tell you that there is one facility available in LabVIEW software. If suppose I hold it function palette on the screen and I want to make for loop in my favorite category, then I can right click the for loop and add atom to favorites. After adding atoms to favorite, it should be now available in my favorite category. Now see, for loop is available in my favorite category. So you can add any atom that you are possibly using again and again. Then you should select those atoms and make it into the favorite category so that you can easily access them whenever you want. All right. So this is why you can add some functions, some express VIs in your favorite category. All right. And you can also remove any atom if you want to remove it from favorite category. Let us say I want to remove subtract from my favorite category. I can right click it and remove atom from favorites. So this is how you can add or delete atoms in favorite category. So you can put commonly used function in an easy to access category or favorite category. This is why you use favorite category. All right. Okay. Now let us go for the second question. Why would you use the quick drop dialog box instead of search button on the control and function palette? Yes, as we already discussed that quick drop dialog box is mostly used than the search button or global search because it is easy to use and it is fast way to search any atom. So you can use quick drop for increased speed and ability to create and leverage keyboard shortcuts. So this is why quick drop is most commonly used than other two search methods. All right. Now this is lesson review activity. The question is, what are three parts of a VI? You know that there are three parts of VI. One is the front panel to select inputs and output. Other is the block diagram where you write your graphical source code, and third is the icon connector pane. So icon is used for graphical representation of a VI and connector pane is used when you want to make one VI as a main VI as a sub VI. You use connector pane and you map inputs and outputs to make a VI as a sub VI. So there are three parts of VI. One is of A option, B option, block diagram, D option. C is not correct. A, B, D. A, B, D is the answer of this question. Okay, this is the end of our lesson 1, navigating LabVIEW. Okay, we will continue in our next lecture, our lesson 2 of LabVIEW Core 1. Thank you very much.